What you know about pressure?
Where you from, and a nigga wanna take your life. When you got 2 strikes and you gotta look a judge in his eye. When the money gets low, kids hungry and you gotta get low.
What you know about pressure?
When the weight on your shoulders, you stand on your toes or you fold.
Nobody give a fuck until a nigga making mobile cheese. Try to keep a cool mind, but liquor taking over me. Still to stay sleeping on the spitter, raping over beats. Put my heart into a sweater, it's amazing poetry. All this negativity, a peep each frown. Wrestling with death, he trying to keep me down. The ones I love the most left me hurting so speechless. Why you put me on this earth, I need to know, Jesus. So heated, sucked dry by these cold leeches. Somebody pray for the boy, cause I so need it. Fuck these niggas, bruh, they can all hate. Ain't no taking all days like I'm Jason Boss Blade. I set this track on fire as I blazing coffees. And we don't need your love, rappers faking calls, hey. I'm scared to come outside like you got raped in hallways. Ain't touch the fifth scale, but I'm chasing raw pay.
When you from, and a nigga wanna take your life. When you got 2 strikes and you gotta look a judge in his eye. When the money gets low, kids hungry and you gotta get low.
What you know about pressure?
When the weight on your shoulders, you stand on your toes or you fold.
What you know about pressure?
All I wanna do tonight is hit the mic to say, fuck living, man, I drink my whole life away. My life a struggle, feeling all I do is fight for days. And don't belong here, nothing goes right for me. Y'all can have love and drugs, music, my escape. Hit my knees though, lately ain't the type to pray. So sick of suffering, stuck up in suicidal states. The years I seen pitch black, ain't no brighter days. Be chasing dreams, not a queen, ain't no bride, okay. Survived the maze, quite amazing, think that I'd escape. Can't hold it in, so now begins this homicidal rage. Drowning emotions, hit the booth and flow tidal waves. I swear I'm about to lose it, have to spend my life on stage. My burden's heavy, hurting steady, swear I might could break. Been on the road to riches, but it's been a slight delay. Just dropping days and like the hates up in my hideaway.
When you from, and a nigga wanna take your life. When you got 2 strikes and you gotta look a judge in his eye. When the money gets low, kids hungry and you gotta get low.
What you know about pressure?
When the weight on your shoulders, you stand on your toes or you fold.
What you know about pressure?
The real pressure here is if I don't make it to live better years. Still one of the truest you will ever hear. It's still Belvedere, I've been drinking a lot. Watching for phonies who scheming the plot. Catch me alone and start screaming the shots. No, I don't mean I'm no lean or so rock, but that's just the everyday scene on the block. Been dancing with the devil, although I've been knowing Jesus. No wonder lately seems like my life been broken pieces. All by my lonely with my homies, I was smoking treats with a place to turn to happiness. I'm just hoping he's just, they say I'm crazy, but the friends I misunderstood. Went from nerdy to misguided kid from the hood. It wasn't Halloween, but had the mask intelligence. Felt like giving up, now I'm back to stack the presidents.
When you from, and a nigga wanna take your life. When you got 2 strikes and you gotta look a judge in his eye. When the money gets low, kids hungry and you gotta get low.
What you know about pressure?
When the weight on your shoulders, you stand on your toes or you fold.